What's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode on my Red Bull Leipzig career. From the table you can see that we are sitting in first place at the moment. It's a bit of a change since the end of last episode, where I'll say it's a bit of a cliffhanger, but we had our up and coming game up against Bayern Munich in the league. We're going to just take a look at how that went in a second. We also had, I believe the game after was actually up against Manchester United in the Champions Cup. I can't remember the third game, but they were all pretty good to say the least. So let's take a look at how we got on in those games. Alright then, so jumping into this first match, we're up against Bayern Munich. It was a big old game. Forsberg, straight away, right at the beginning of the game. 9 minutes in with that finesse into the top corner. It was fantastic. Then somehow, we were there again. Forsberg once again. 13 minutes in, already 2-0 up. Who would have thought? Could it get any better? Yes, it could. Look at that goal. I think that one was Timo Werner. It's possibly one of the best goals we're going to see all season long. Then after that, we got a penalty, as you would have seen there. We decided to smash it, top bins, and yes, 4-0 against Bayern Munich within 34 minutes. They did come back. They had a lucky deflection there, so they did score one. And then another time, another lucky deflection. So 4-2. They were kind of bringing it back, but then later on we were able to cross it in. A nice little header, and Sabitzer finally tapped it in the net to make it 5-2. Right at the end after this, they did actually score another one to make it 5-3. It was a nice little goal, to be fair. They got very lucky with deflections the whole game, but that was that, 5-3. After this, we had our first European knockout game against Manchester United. Dembele slotted that one bottom corner. It's quite a big goal because it was an away goal. Donnarumma probably could have done a little bit better, so that was 1-1 at the time. Then once again they had another chance. It was a pretty even game. Then we managed to get on the counter with Sanchez. Another goal slotted bottom corner. And we ended up drawing that game 2-2. Two valuable away goals there. In our final game against Augsburg, nice little tap in there from Timo Werner. And that was actually it. After those games, I think you can agree they were definitely eventful, to say the least. We kind of really went in against Bayern. 4 goals in like the first half an hour or something like that. We switched off a bit at the end, conceded a few goals, but we still managed to come home with the win. Then similarly with the Manchester United game, we were kind of on-off really, but we did get a few away goals as well. So it was definitely a good start to the episode, and we are most likely still within a good chance of getting through to the next round. By the looks of it, we have quite a few days until our next match. I believe it's up against Augsburg in the league, so we're just going to do a quick training session. We are literally just going to simulate this one today. I've been playing them recently, but we're going to go for a nice simulation. And that wasn't too bad. 3 Cs, 1 A and 1 B. Nobody has actually improved, but we're definitely getting closer on a few of those stats. Today's game is actually up against Frankfurt instead of, I think I said Augsburg earlier. We're going to start Mbappe up top. He's had a bit of a rest the last few days, and Werner did, I think, get the last game. We're going to chuck Forsberg in as well. He scored that fantastic goal against Bayern, if you remember from earlier on in the episode. He can probably go in instead of, let's say, actually going to replace Sabitzer for this one. The rest of the team isn't too bad. Koscielny's going to sit in the middle instead of Brandt. But other than that, I think our team is going to be exactly the same. We probably could do with one more defensive player, so I'm going to take off Sabitzer off the bench, bring on Schmitz. And I think we are ready to go and get straight into this first match of the day.
Welcome to you all to this always intriguing game, but it might have another element to it today. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith, I'll pose that question to you. What about the snow?
First match of the day, playing away from home. It's after the winter break, and we're coming off of some very good form in our last few games. Right, let's get a shot off. Ooh, good effort. Good save too.
It'll be interesting to see what the officials make of this.
Okay, they're passing it around us quite a lot. They've got one man free. Didn't use him until now. Top-notch defending though by Tar to get across.
It goes out wide again. And the cross comes in now.
Oh, that was poor. Bad defending on my part there. Come on, Dembele. Oh, nearly. Come on, Koscielny, get the head. Oh, wide again. Come on, Werner, get to it, get to it, get to it. Get that shot off. Let's go. 1-1. Just magically recovered from an injury as well.
Definitely come on to try and do that. And he's made his manager very pleased. That's good balance from the striker. For this fellow, the keeper.
Nice, come on.
Whatever they try, they're really struggling to get one past.
No one seems to have any stamina left. Someone at the back post. Mbappe. Oh! What? It's an own goal. Doesn't matter, I'll take it. Let's go. 2-1. I thought Mbappe scored that.
Well, that would be a bad moment for any player.
Oh, I think we would have scored it anyway.
Do it at this time, Alan. It's
Let's go. Okay, well, it's time to park the bus, lads.
an escape route here.
Bring this game home. We've come back.
Closing minutes.
We're leading. And we've won.
This was a match of fine margin.
It was a
Whistle has gone.
it was a bit tight there at the end, but we've done it. Nice victory to start off the day. We've got another game in a couple of days. It's a big one. It's up against Bayer Leverkusen. But just before that, we have got Albert Zimmerman, our main man, our big scout, coming back to us with some new players in his monthly scout report. And they're all looking pretty good. I haven't really signed anybody up in a while now, so it's probably a little bit overdue. We're just getting rid of the players that really aren't good enough. I think Patrick Roth, you can join the academy. They've all got very high potential at the top, but I'm not sure. See, he's quite good as well, between 78 and 92. I think we'll leave that there for him. By the looks of one manager of the month, that's always nice to get. I think Clement Benko, his scout report was finished, so that's why we haven't got any more from the Brazilians. Going back to our other players, this guy, he was only 84 max potential, so I'm going to get rid of him. Same with this one. The rest aren't too bad. I don't think we're going to sign anybody up, so we'll leave that like that. This game up against Leverkusen is the first of two major games for us in quick succession. We've got this one, and then literally in about 3-4 days we've got another one up against Manchester United. That will be the second leg of our Champions Cup game against them, so we're going to need a lot of rotation because basically any players that play today most likely won't be fit for our next match. Luckily enough, we have a lot of very, very good players, so we can easily rotate them around. I think Schmitz will go at right wing back. We can bring Massimo Bruno up there. Mbappe can stay in the reserves for this one. In terms of other players, we probably need to swap out one of the defenders, so Auburn can go there. I think Carlos Linz could get a go as well. Brandt has basically become our senior centre-back now. Who would have thought that? He's going to be surrounded by Linz and Auburn. I think Donnarumma is okay in goal. Selka to start up top. Sabitzer probably can play this one. He'll be the one player that we do keep in that starting lineup. So it's kind of a second string team, but still, it's very, very good. So who knows what's going to happen. If we could come out of this one with a draw, that would be fantastic. A win would be absolutely incredible. We've just got to play it safe and prepare for this cup game.
Hi there everybody, Martin Tyler with you. Alan Smith is also joining me today.
Nice, nice, nice. That is well out of there. Come on Bailey, get to it. Was that a good tackle? No, okay. Might be a yellow.
This foul.
Loves to see it. I mean, it's nerve shredding for the team.
Oh, that was poor.
Can't make a mistake
Oh, that was close as well. We were lucky there.
Cost you dearly.
Campbell screwed up his lines. Can we get Sabitzer on the go here? We've definitely got more pace. Got caught out though.
Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, it's just a risk that they might get caught out.
Oh, what a ball. Come on. Oh, Poulsen, you can't be getting outpaced. I know Wendell's fast, but still. No. Oh, that was poor distribution. Oh, come on, Schmitz. Oh. Oh, how?
There goes the cross.
No, 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 no. It's all over. Got caught out again. Ah, that's poor. At least we've got a bit of a buffer at the top of the table.
Saw it coming, cut it out, good work.
And there we go. We lost 2-0. Let's just hope that our saving of our players will help us midweek in the Champions Cup. Otherwise, yeah, today was a bit pointless. So, as always, we have time for another quick training session in between games. Going to simulate it once again. Seems to be the bit of a theme recently. And our results were kind of average. Brandt has gone up to a 79, which is good. He's gone up an absolute ton. I think he was about 64, 65 when we first started. So, in just over a season, he's come a long way and he's become a usual in our team. So, this is where all of our, let's say, saving in our last game is going to come into play. We definitely rested basically our whole team, as you can see. The couple of players that weren't rested are a little bit lower on stamina. Our bench is kind of a mess, to be fair. So I think Mbappe is going to come in. Bruno as well, even though he did get on in that last game. Conceição can get a run out instead of Forsberg. In terms of other forwards, I don't actually think we have any others. So I think Selke can stay there. He's the most likely to come out of all of those. Mayer can find a place on the bench for himself. I think in terms of other players, I might actually bring Koscielny into the middle, Tar onto the left, and bring Klossman as a right centre-back. I feel he's capable of playing there. And then I can give... I'm trying to think who I can play. I might actually put Bruno... In fact, no, I'm going to put Conceição as the right wing-back for this game. He should be able to get out and give us some decent chances. If we need a centre-back... Ilsanker is going to have to come on and fill that role for us. And Haustenberg, excuse me, can sit up there as well. So, I think that is a pretty strong team to start off this game. We're 2-2 on aggregate, so we need to either draw 1-1, 0-0, or win this game to proceed to the next round of the Champions Cup.
Well, it's the knockout stage in the Champions Cup, the round of 16. It really hots up from here on in.
Well, it does, and this is where your better players...
We've rested a lot of players for this game. We really do need to come out of it with a victory, otherwise our last game against Leverkusen was pretty pointless. Or at least head it down to somebody else. Dembele with a finesse and miles wide. Oh my. What a shot that was by Harry Kane. Wow. We've got some work to do. Someone get ahead. Oh, Dembele. Oh, how did that go wide? Oh, that was sloppy, giving it back to Harry Kane. I can't believe that. Their shooting is just incredible. Come on, Dembele. Get that shot off. Oh, what a save. Get ahead. Oh, what a goal. We're back in this. Come on. What a goal.
Goes out wide again. Well, they've wasted that crossing position, haven't they? Easily cleared.
Oh, top save. We're still in there.
Good pass.
No, 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 no. Oh, it's all over.
Well, he scored, and it's a big moment for
That's
them in
it.
the match. They've pushed their lead.
Because we're going to lose on away goals now. We've got to score 3.
To this point.
Come on. Oh, and of course he saved it as well.
Keeper. Shots off.
Oh, come on, come on. Oh, Day is there again.
Well defended, not just getting a. There's the final whistle.
Well, there we have it. Our European dream has turned into a European nightmare.
When you look at the aggregate scores,
We've been knocked out. We should have done a lot better at home, but literally they just play better than us everywhere across the pitch. They were stronger, they were faster, better at shooting.
let's get
It's all over for a year. It's just down to the league title once again. And there we go. That is our confirmation that we are gone. We have been knocked out. I'm not sure about all the other games. By the looks of it, Barcelona are out as well, which is not too bad. Tottenham got knocked out, if that makes me feel any better. Other than that, probably who you'd expect to get through has got through. I don't see Real Madrid, which is quite weird, but it doesn't matter. We have been knocked out of the European Cup. So we are back in our kind of main hub after our defeat, our European nightmare. We've been knocked out of the Champions Cup. We got knocked out of the German Cup before. All we seem to have left is the league. I think we've got about 11 or, in fact, no, 15 games left. And yeah, we are about 3 or 4 points clear, if I can see that right in the corner there. Yeah, 3 points clear on Dortmund and Leverkusen. Then everyone else is a couple of points behind, which isn't too bad. So I think we are actually going to leave it here for today. I hope you did enjoy. Even though we were quite disappointing, you know, we started off strong today against Bayern and in the first leg against United, but the second one and that game against Leverkusen, we just couldn't do it. We tried to save, you know, prepare for the game, and then we just got outclassed. So it was a nice journey whilst it lasted, but we're just going to have to concentrate and go again next season. So yeah, as I said, if you enjoyed today, remember to leave a like on the video, leave me any comments, tell me anything you want to see or anything you want me to do, whether it's this series or other series altogether, because I'm still a bit unsure on that. So yeah, subscribe if you are new to the channel and you want to see more videos, and I will see you all on the next video.